You are what your record is, and you're also what your title is. And now David Baker's title is retired. After 7+ years serving as the president and executive director of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, David Baker retiring. Now, he still has 6 or 7 ring ceremonies that he'll be attending, like the one that you just watched during the game in Pittsburgh. But it'll be a new person in charge in Canton and a new person knocking on doors.
Number one image everybody has is that knock, knock, knock on a hotel room door.
And now David Baker has knocked on his last door, at least to tell someone they're being enshrined.
In the 7.5 years that David was president and executive director of the Hall of Fame, it elevated the Hall's profile nationally, and we're thankful for that.
In that time, Baker helped to lead the expansion and renovation of the museum and the surrounding areas. There have been some rumors and speculation that this may not have been a planned retirement, much to do with the seemingly abrupt nature of the announcement. But Desrosiers says it comes at a natural time for the Hall, finishing up events with last year's class and beginning work on next year's.
Any of the negative reporting that has been out there on social media in the last 48 hours or so, all unsourced, all unsubstantiated, and throwing things at the wall that just aren't going to stick.
In fact, he says the retirement wasn't a big surprise in Canton, even after Baker was given a 5-year contract extension in 2018, calling it the greatest job in the world at the time. Desrosiers says these past few years, you could tell time with his family back in California became top of mind.
David has alluded to the possibility of 2020 being the wave he wanted to ride out on, and then that became twice the fun in 21. This has been discussed for quite some time.
As far as what's next for the Hall, it'll be former Chief Marketing Officer Jim Porter who's taking over as president. A lifelong resident of Canton, Porter also served as the chairman of the Centennial Committee.
He's got a lot of ideas on how we can engage the public. He is going to work closely with the village and see that project continue to take shape. And it's going to be a huge badge of honor for him to take it to the next level.
The Hall of Fame Resort and Entertainment Company released a statement after the news broke saying Baker's retirement will not affect them or slow down any work, saying, quote, "We are excited for Jim Porter to be taking over leadership responsibilities at the Hall of Fame and look forward to building a strong relationship with him that will benefit both organizations going forward," end quote. They may be big gloves to fill, but the Hall and the Resort and Entertainment Company both feel Porter is ready to knock.
The adrenaline flows when you're making that knock because you know you're about to deliver life-changing news. So it takes the full hand and maybe some momentum behind it.
So what is Jim Porter's vision for the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Well, I'll have an exclusive interview with the new president this week here on WKYC.